Hello, today we're doing a video on the release of Telyss, the new Mythic Hero for Outlaws, my thoughts on her, and we'll do a video on the new hero released tomorrow, which is Penny. Not to be confused with Penny, but Penny, like penne pasta. So, first things first, we're gonna just go over a kit. Then we'll look at actually we'll look at the deals that came out with her release first. Then we'll go over her kit. So, like they did with Lucifer, they've released some deals. So we have Telyss's boost pack, which has this 5 excellence for £1, 15 miracle for 5, 30 for 10, 30 echo runes for 10. This one seems to be the best value I've seen. So it's 5 runestone selection chests for 20. Normally see 10 for 50, so there's a little save in there. This one I probably wouldn't go for at all, seeing as attack rate on a weapon, effect hit may not need mastering and speed. Echo 50 again, it is alright because you can get the old echoes like Apsara. I'd say is the most important. Gazelle, MJ, Marie, they're all really high tier. Other than that, Kalania probably the next one to get there, or Nord. We'll skip over this pack. I want to go to this pack. There's no Griffin in here, sadly, so it's just up to Unicorn. Means gear-wise, you can go back to Unicorn. This one does have the new one, which is the Hollow Crystal, which I believe is for Unicorn to make Unicorn OP. This one it's really good, but it's for the Crow, so it's not as good. And then we have here. I'm disappointed in this. I have no idea why this has been done this way, but we have all the original 10 and they have Gale. I do not understand why they can't have the original 10 plus Stella and Gale, seeing as they both came out at the same time. They've both had an initial, a second release on the Mystic ones. They're both on Eternal Souls as well, so it doesn't make any sense to me. But it is what it is. I think that's all the packs that have been released alongside her though. Then if we go look at the hero, what I'll do is actually will read the hero's kit and then I'll build her live. I've not built her yet. I've got all the material ready for her, like uh, the emblem set stuff, but I've not built her. So let's look at a model. Um, so if we compare her as Reina next, excellent. So weapon wise, I hate these long animations. I really wish I had a button to cancel animation. Her weapon is like a rose axe. Kind of like it. It's a halberd. So this is a halberd. This is a axe. Distinctions are you have this pointy bit, and you have this bit here is to balance the blade for the axe, because you swing an axe. Halberds you poke and you do swing down, but axes are always swung. Axes you don't really poke. This bit is for poking, but as you see, if you poke there, you'd be hitting with this. This bit here is normally blunt, this side, so that would sometimes would affect if it was going through. This bit's sharp, but this bit's blunt, this edge. This edge is for back whacking, but on a halberd, so on a halberd, it is normally it's like more a spear. So as you see, this bit does not affect this as much. So this would go in before that hits. These are more spears. As you see, the back bit is not as spiky, but it's still spiky, so you could whack someone. But the front is for basically anti-infantry and then the anti-armor really, because the pokes. A flat edge versus armor doesn't really go through, but the points will. So that is for anti-armor. Halberd was an anti-armor, anti-cavalry weapon back in the day. A little bit of lore for any nerd out there who wants to know about weapons. But yeah, that's an axe. This would be an halberd. Okay, so luckily all her exclusives on there, so we can just go over each battle. So grant all allies 1 layer Demon Hunter shield by 15% of her max HP up to 40 layers. Afterwards, still 2 stages of HP burn by 18% each to a single enemy. So that will be upgraded to 22%. Never mind, there is one on there. Cleanse all attribute debuffs from all allies. Afterwards, still 3 stages of HP burn damage by 21%. Of Telyss's max HP to a single enemy, and the third stage also inflicts deep HP burning on the target. Note it says inflicts. There is not a single. She does not require effective for that. It's just afflicts, inflicts. There's 100%. It is guaranteed. It cannot be resisted. I do not believe. I do not believe that can be resisted. While allies resolute for 2 turns, afterwards still 2 stages of HP burn damage by 20% of her max HP to all enemies. Will be replaced by Time of Doom Resonance during. Okay, the resonance does affect that. Okay, Time of Doom Resonance cleanse all control debuffs from allies. So before it was just grant them resolute. So we have attribute and then we have control. Grants them resolute for 2 turns. Afterwards, still 2 stages of HP burn damage by 24%, which is upgrade to 30%. So we go from 40 to 60%, which is really good. Resolute both times before, so she'll have that bonus. Max limit of 20 Rezo points. When a battle starts, Telyss gains 6. When allies pursue and attack enemies, Telyss gains 1. And each ally can grant 1 point in the way during anyone's turn. When resonant points reach the max, Telyss can use all of them to enter resonance enhancement for 2 turns. While under this status, she cannot gain Rezo points. Replaces Time and Doom, which is end active, with Time and Doom Resonance and resets its cooldown. When an enemy turn ends, Telyss will cast Terror and Pain to pursue and attack them once. Terror and Pain being her basics, so she's going to be ramping up that shield. Okay, her 3 exclusives. Each time Telyss enters Resonance, grants all allies damage immunity for 1 time, starting from the 2nd time. When she enters Rezo, Telyss casts Giant Axe Slash to pursue and attack the enemy with the lowest HP, that is this one. So she casts that again. If every 40% lost by an ally, increase Telyss's turn meter by 5%. This effect can be triggered up to 6 times before she acts. So she gets 30% turn meter for she acts each turn. When she is under Rezo status, she gains resonance. She can gain resonance points and is immune to control effects. That is really strong. That makes her very PvP viable. Beginning of each wave, if Telyssa has the highest Telyss. Well, actually, why is it Telyssa? It's not Telyssa. There's no A, so it would be Telyss. Telyss has the highest initial HP among all allies. She gains 6 resonance points. This bit here is the biggest thing. So this can be hard to put her on a Ratto, because a Ratto you want to have the highest HP pool. So think about it when you're doing that. Level 3 increase all allies max HP by 10% of Telyss's initial max HP, and additionally increase 20% for allies with the pursuing attack tag and allies with the HP burn tag. So, I'll go over that and say at the beginning of each wave, for every 1 ally with pursuing attack, reduce all allies' basic attack damage and skill damage taken by 20%. So that'd be for 100%. This one then is interesting. So we asked if it was 50% if you are HP and pursuing attack, or if it's only 30%. So there's a couple scenarios. There's one scenario if this is meant to be you require both tags to get the 20%, or you require one of the tags to get the 20%, but you can't get 40%, or for each tag you get 20%. I would like it to honestly be that each tag you get 20%. So Arato would get 50%, Boba Ann would get 50%, but someone like Nerod would only get 30%, for example. So there's one way for us to test this actually. So we go here. So right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit these. We're gonna put this at 100k. So she should be on 150. Yeah, 150. So it is 50%. If we put in Arato, just to double check. Oh, they got this woman. I just want to say a model. I'm not saying a model yet. And we go line up. No, that's not what I want to do. Edit attributes, sorry. 100k. They should all be 150. 150 or oh sorry, it would be 165 because Arato increases them by 15% here as well. So that is actually good. So it's 50% of her initial. So initial was 100, so she gave everyone 50,000 because they all had the correct tags. Just interesting. That hammer looks way too big for her. Let's just see. So interesting. Really, really interesting. So that's her kit. So now let's go look at her echo. Dun dun dun. There is no echo. There is no echo. There is no E4. I was quite disappointed by it. I believe that if you're going through and you are adding echoes to everyone, all the mythics, you are. Ooh, ooh. Okay, that's interesting. That's very nice actually. If you're adding echoes to mythics, and if you're doing their E4s, it would make sense to when you release a new mythic to release them with an echo and with their E4. It just to me that makes sense. It does. It's what I would say would be sensible. It's what I would say would make sense because then you don't have to go back and do it later. Because now all they've done is instead of doing a little bit more work now, they're adding a little bit more work and later down. But that little bit more work will be a lot more work because now they got to think, okay, if she's not getting used much, first of all, if she doesn't get used much at all, then she's just useless. Like there's the point of releasing her was no point really. Secondly, she needs to be able to I would say the E4. If they give her an E4, the E4 I would have given her would have been quite simply or is it? It would have been quite simply so this one is so it's initial HP. I would have given her something no I would have given her something which maybe increased her mastery based on HP for every initial point of HP. Gain mastery. Mastery HP burning damage because this kit has everything. It has a lot of good stuff. So I'd say given her a way to increase mastery passively would be really good. because everyone's going to be wanting to invest in her HP. Because you're not going to be using her as a damage as such. You're going to be using her to boost the HP of a Ratto, and that is where the damage will come from. So that's our first part of the how will we call it? Of the video. The second part will be building her. I just need to decide if I want to get this with my vouchers. Or because that'll be 20. How many of them can you get as one? I kind of would want to get this as well, actually, just for that. Sorry, my voice broke. Decisions. We could get this. Allow me to get Gale twice. We look at my Gale. To really look at what we would actually need. That is definitely not on Agatha. Thank you. So Gale 6-star, what does that add? Our skills between attack, counter, increase burning. So it doesn't give us this bit. So we still need 5 to complete that, so I'm not really bothered about that. Amber Herds, no. That's really good actually, but no. Poison, we need 3 for Amber Heard. Uh, 3 of them, doable. 4 of them, not doable. 1 of them, what would that give us? So we go into 4, doesn't give us anything really. This one's, yeah, I would say that's not really worth doing. I would definitely want Stella. Yeah, so we'll wait for that. Let's go find her then. So Mythic, there she is. Sorry, I'm just going back and checking something. When did they come out? They come out around here. Okay, so how will we build her then? So the main, most important thing for her is having a high HP. Is that good? Oh, this is still on now. That does change things slightly. We could get. Don't need any of that. No crow there, not worth it. Not worth it. Do I value that? No. See, this is what I was saying about the pack. So this is 8 for 50. Not as good. Oh, this one I would get if it had HP, but they never have HP, sadly. Yeah, not gonna get any of them with my vouchers. I think with my vouchers this week, it'll just be it'll just be 1 or 2 of these. Get 160 of them and 90 of them ready for the next stones to come in. We're not gonna do that yet. Okay. There was something I wanted to look at. I remember coming out and how much gems I had, that was it. Because we've lost her now. Let's try and work out her tags by look. So she's pursuing attack. She's HP burn, resonance, turn meter. I'm not sure if she's anti-control. If that gives her the control, it doesn't. That's fine. Um, does she have AoE or single target? So she had neither of them. Debuff she should have. Shield she should have. Cleanse she should have. I think that's it. What was that? 6, 7, 7? Oh, I missed one. Buff. She does have buff. Why does she have buff? Oh, resolute. That's it. So she has 8 tags. Usable tags then. Pursuing attack, HP burn, resonance. That gives her 2 bosses a week she can be a part of. New 7 Saga boss 7 requires pursuing attacks. That's great. Yeah, so these 3 tags here are really crucial. These are really, really useful. Okay, let's have a look. So first things first, let's just max her out. Max her out as much as we can. I'm not sure we'll be able to get her to the same level of HP we require. So echo wise, is there a recommend? There's not a recommended echo. What is there for recommendations then? No data being. Okay, so I would say max these out. Echo wise, obviously we're just looking then for a HP burn. We'll do category. So the generic HP burn one will do. So we could see this though. So increase the owner's dot damage dealt. Alternating a caster's skill to pursue an attack. Increase the owner's HP burn. This would be really strong on her because that is what she does. So soul lock in pursuit does work with her. There's no clauses, so that you would get the full effect of that echo. See Nereids, so no, this requires way of ocean, so Nereids will not be useful. Where is Arato? I've been blind. So Arato is for every 1 layer of attribute debuff inflicted by the owner in Christian's mastery. She does inflict that when the owner is using attacks with skills other than the basic. Does she increase skill damage and mastery bonus above? So this would actually work on her as well. I will be doing this one though. No, it's not enough to do that. Though, who was I upgrading? I was upgrading someone's Echo earlier, and they needed a little bit more to go up. It's gonna be bug me now, so let me just find that quickly. What Nord was it? No. Oh, we can do that. Oh, was this one that? Okay. We will be using this one, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to equip this, and I equip this. The Malmo has that, so if we look at this Echo now, when I enter battle, increase their max HP by 16%, and HP burn damage dealt by 16%. We have quite a lot of HP from that. This bit will not come into effect though, sadly, but we still get HP for it. So we look at 1.9, we remove it, goes up by a little bit. So what I want to do actually, I want to see what each increase does. So let's max her to max, see what she has. So she had 583,000 on max HP. So we put the Echo on. Goes up by around 70% for that 38% roughly. Blessing wise, no recommended. So recommendation for me would be HP rate, definitely. So we'll put 28% in. Nice. Put this in. 700. Put this in. 800k without any gear on. That's really strong. Breakthrough wise, we can break through her once. Do I want to level her up? Yes. And okay. So this one, I would not get this. This is what you want to be aiming for. You want to be aiming for the max HP because you need her to be big. You then have two choices. You then go down this route and go down for the defensive Telyss build, or you go for an aggressive one. I'm going to show you both builds, so I'm going to get this. So build 1 is going to be my one I will be using. Build 2 will be the damage build, which I will not be using, but I will show you how to build it. So if you're going for a damage build, you want to go for attack rate over crit. Neither of these will matter. You can't do either of them. I go attack rate because I'm pretty sure your attack, your damage is still, when you deal damage, your base attack, so your initial attack or your attack you have goes versus their defense, and then you get a damage boost calculated on that. So you want more damage. We're then looking at dot. We're then going over this. Dot is the only one there. You do not need these two. HP over effects. Shield. Take less damage. This one, you're going to go shield effect because you actually give shields out. And you'll be going, it really does not matter for these two. These are wasted. So we'll go them last. Here then we're going for a full damage build. So we want this one, this one. Cooldown reduce, I wouldn't say is necessary. I would say turn rate reduction if we're going for a damage build, so we can take more turns. Dot, damage, mastery. Here you're looking at this one to get more speed, and then here we'll just put they're all direct. Does she do? Is all hers definitely HP burn? HP burning, HP burning. So all there are solid HP burn. So we're looking at. Does she even inflict HP burn? Yeah, so I would say we're looking at more. She doesn't heal, so this skill is wasted, which I really think they do need to overhaul because there's too many. There's not, like, if you're a dot hero who doesn't need effect. So if you're a dot hero and need effect, so we'll do that. You go for those two. If you don't have any shield or healing, these are useless. If you don't do any direct, these are useless. So it kind of like makes that entire row useless for dot heroes. Direct heroes, you get at least 2 good ones and potentially effect. So this would be a damage build if we look at details from it. So we're getting Sorry about the little section before with a little bit of audio issue. We're back now. I'm going to continue from where kind of we left off. I did a little bit more. So we finished off the 2 builds. This is my DPS build. If I want to build DPS, be more support defense, which we're going to start with. So we're looking for a HP burn from here. What we were doing, and we had one here. So we're going to equip this. So now she has that HP burn bonus damage, which doesn't show on there, so I don't know why I'm looking there. How tenacity have HP rate. Looking at our skills then, what do we actually want to thing? So we pursue an attack. We don't need effect here. More turns could do something, but I would say that our main focus is HP of everything. So we're looking for on kit HP and HP rate. Mastery will be nice as well, and speed. So there are 4 main stats. So we look here, we're looking at this stat, this stat, this stat, and this stat. So we see what has that. There's no recommended gear. So mastery would obviously be the one to go. I would say in terms of, obviously there is the gear set, this one, which is HP mastery. Getting that HP bonus from it would be nice. You have the mastery one here with no HP on. We'll see what HP rate we do have though on this kit. Triple attack, not useful. Only one, two. So this one does have a little bit, but again, that's on my Gazelle, and I don't really want to strip my Gazelle for a mythic. Could have this one for 20%. But yeah, I feel we will be finishing on this one. May have to strip my Nerid at some point. So first of all, we're looking at speed here. So speed HP rate. Obviously, we will try and aim for one we can upgrade to mythic at some point. So there's speed HP. So this one's crit rate, crit damage. No. If I take HP off. So this one's alright. So we put that one in, and then we take mastery off and put HP back on. I just want to see how these go. So that one's not going to be using that at all. It's fine. Nope. So they both rolled worst possible case. We do have 2. I'm looking for something with 3 rolls, hopefully, of HP. So that has 3 rolls of HP. I don't want to remove it from her. Only 2. These are quite low rolls of HP here. Uh, see what this rolls. So this rolls HP at the start. Okay, roll mastery. Okay, that's useless. Why am I getting these useless ones? I just want more HP roll. So I feel like this would be the best one to have at the moment, but we can't upgrade it. Adds, takes away mastery though. We'll leave it for now because this, we know this can be upgraded. So here we're looking at HP, definitely speed, definitely HP rate. Check if there's a mastery on. There's not. So we have, doesn't roll HP rate, HP rate twice. So this is contender. Yeah, so I feel we'll be scalping this. Let me okay. Yeah, we're gonna be scalping this, sadly. Because we need her to have the highest possible HP. Let me just go amend Kratos. Give him that for now. That will work. Let's go back to Tely. This one then. So we have a choice between this one. Yeah, that's actually a good one with HP rate. It's crazy how that's got 13% and this has 14%. Just saying. So we'll be looking at these. But I kind of want to go HP rate down. 93, that's terrible. And 93 for 2. Okay, this one can be upgraded. This one definitely can be upgraded. Okay, so we found our egg. Now we're at over 1 million, I would say. It's good. So what is our initial on Arato, and because Arato is the one we need to try and beat. So we're around 210,000 off Arato. So that's going to be quite a hard achievement to overhaul. Arato did get that godly roll there. So we're getting a nice amount. So at the moment, Arato will be getting 500k bonus, which we can't complain about. So let's do our gear sets. So I do want to do HP burn, but I'm only going to do this if I have a lot of gear with HP rate on, like high rolls. That's free. It's only one. Let's just go through them. Only one. Let's see. 2. That's 2 rolls. Defense wise. And speed wise. We could do that set, but then we also could do HP speed set. So that'd be 1. Either of them. Actually, this one's good. So this one's really good. Weaponed. See. Okay. We've done the weapon, and then here. Okay, so it looks like we'll be doing these boots. Chest wise, now it's 40%. Not sure. Weapon wise, we're doing this weapon. Just remove and see what the actual increase was. 38%. So we're getting up to a lot higher now. So now we're only 120 off. We put the chest in, it's 40,000. It's more the ring we're worried about. So 11 at 60,000. So now we're only actually what, 70k off, which is a lot closer than we were before. we still have upgrades here to do. So we still have here, we can get more HP, another roll. We still have upgrades everywhere. We have a lot of speed to add on still. We aren't bad on speed, but we could definitely do doing better. So we're looking for chess then. That would be the dream roll. And it has to be from this one though. That adds 48. It's not enough really. So we take speed out of the equation. A little bit of gold here. So 50. So this rolls both into one of the HPs. Okay, so we're going to be doing this one. And then we need to find a way to get the gold to finish the build. So we're very close. Like we are very close. We need to try and find a way to get a little bit of additional gold. So if we go event store, we can get 900k. Maybe we roll into. So obviously when we level her up, actually, she'll get better. So if we um, level this up. So come on, give us HP rate. Yes. 1257. No. So obviously the next thing we have is auras. So no recommend aura. I would say Surgeon Force, quite expensive. If you're building her as a defense, Surgeon Force is not the best one. Um, this is not usable. Verse, I would say wasted on her. Skill Master could be alright, but you're probably looking at either Hit Grand Master. This one could be alright. Survival. But yeah, we're probably looking at Surgeon Force. But if I had this on, that 9% will take us over, so we do need to actually get an Echo on her. Echo wise, we have two of these, so maybe we can get lucky and just put a purple one for now as a placeholder. So if we put in a purple on, let's see. So mastery, surge. We can only do two though. Can only do two. So we need to find one that has already done. So we have this one. Won't need that. Won't that. Restore all allies HP off custom active. Self gain additional. Okay, this one's good. So we need 4, 5, 6. What can we get from here? So we only got 2, so we can go 5, 6. Well, that's so it just dips to a half. Okay. And then we need to get very lucky in Faction Abyss. We'll farm this one. So see, try and make a pursue an attack team and see how it goes versus the boss. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Griffin. We'll go Reina for fun. Actually, we're Nikki. Let's see. 8 turns. So she's still doing. She's doing the best damage out of that. That's crazy. I've not built her as a damage, and she seems to be a damage. Very nice. Okay. See if we actually got any of the purples we needed for that. more than 3%. So what else do we need? We need a 4. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, we can convert though. We'll convert let's go 1 to a 4. Okay. 16. I'm pretty sure we're like 8k off. We're like 8k off. Okay, that's really annoying. Being 8k off. Now we're 5k off. So I built her really nicely. I built her how I wanted to build her. So obviously if we upgrade this, so we could sell stuff actually. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm just. We don't have speed. It's not useful, is it really? Yeah, no speed, not use. So we need to hit. Damn it, didn't hit what we wanted to hit. Sadly. We could try and upgrade, get a different. What about if we try for a different one of these? So HP. Oh yeah, obviously we don't have HP. This one we could try speed, HP rate, HP. That would actually do it. We could do this though as well. Because that would definitely do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to do initial HP. I'd rather do initial speed. Let's see then. There's no room to grow there, so this one at the moment would work until we could upgrade something potentially. So we'll do a lot of that. We'll upgrade this to 16. See if we get HP rate. We got master is fine. And we'll put that on. So now she's at where she wanna be. She's higher initial, so she's 1277, where you are 128. So she's higher initial, so she will enter in resonance. Which is my highest initial HP as well. So that'll be good. You can start testing her actually. So the last part of the video, get those. Looks like we're gonna be one off on that. Not worth it in my eyes. Could do this. What would we get though? Don't know what we would get from here. Be JNR or Bunny, I'd imagine. But yeah, I'm gonna save my vouchers for next week. Is there any point of doing this? Nope. How many of these do we have left? So we're on 74, so we're getting ready to build up for someone else. See what Luna's one's like. Okay, so let's go test her then in Abyss. 7 Sagas. So pursue an attack tag. Let's just delete everyone. What pet is everyone using actually? So I know. It looks like this pet will be the Griffin is the one to go. So we'll go Griffin for now. It probably will be Phoenix. Okay, so we'll just get that tag in the way. Do they use narrowed or thingy? So we'll try it with we'll try one. Oh wait, I just realized something. We did scalp some people. So we did scout Boba Ann. No, we didn't. But there's her. Okay, I don't really care about her if it's just her. Okay, that's fine. So let's do it again. Price averted. So it looks like we'll be you're in. So Malmo and her will be the two optional ones. So we put them in the last position. And let's just see how it goes. I just realised that I did not put Griffin. Boba Ann will actually do much better now that you have a resonance person in HP burn. That means she'll be doing her thing a lot more. So yeah, as you see, we enter in resonance stance and we enter with damage immunity. That is from this one of these somewhere. Yeah, for one turn. Each time enters resonance status, grant all damage immunity to all allies. Starting from the second time, whenever she enters resonance. Okay, so each time she enters resonance, she's gonna be writing damage immunity. So we have damage immunity at the start, which is gonna be huge for this because we're gonna do this. We're gonna take no damage on her basically, and then we're looking at. So we get this down. Get resonant that up. Resolute, sorry. Do this. Try and get this down. Go it down. Get some shield. So we're gonna stick the buffs on. Good. We just need to pursue an attack here. So yeah, you see that inflicted it no matter what. Yeah. Okay, so then we're gonna do this one. We're looking here. We still have a couple of people the ability on we don't want to have on. Okay, we need to start pursuing and attacking. Thank you, Arato. There we go, and then she'll do hers. So now we can start doing a lot of damage. No, we got damage immunity again. Get this back up. Hopefully she pursues and attacks after that. Yeah, good. Get deep burning again. We'll do that so we can go. Do this. Doesn't get pursued an attack, sadly. Griffin's not getting triggered here, which is interesting. Would like her to get triggered. There we go, it's a bit more damage. Because each time Griffin basically gets triggered, it means he won't cast this, so we won't have to worry about pursuing attack. She is doing pursuing attack, why is it not dropped it? Okay, that's all the things. So now we're ready. And see, she enters it a lot, so she doesn't even need that cooldown reduction. I should not have used that there. Okay. Deep burn. Redo that. Heal up. So she's gonna trigger. We have triggered it, so he won't cast this next. So now we're gonna have a bigger damage window. Yep. So now we have a bigger damage window. Let's just do that again. Uh, get this. We failed that time, unfortunately. Okay, make sure to save that. Get deep burn down. Replenish the debuffs. Triggered the pet again. So let's see. Nearly finished. We have 3 more turns up. We're getting good amount of damage. So next turn he won't cast his ability, so we'll have a bigger damage window. Let's do this one. Bit deep burn down. Stick them. Yeah, so this damage window will last until the end of the battle now, luckily. Which will be very soon. There we go. 3.5 million. She has no damage. She has no damage. They're all basically support for her, which I like. So we did get a good damage that will get us top spot for a while, hopefully. We did around 1.2 mil more than Advantix. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll get this video released. It will be a longish video, around just over an hour, or just under an hour, sorry. There will be a little bit audio disconnect in the middle, but that should be fine. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.